What is up, you guys, and welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe because it helps me out a whole bunch. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So today's video is going to be a little different. It is going to be my first Q&A here on the channel. This Q&A is actually going to be related to my recent beauty appointment. I actually got my eyebrows microbladed. It is something I have been wanting to get done since literally I was like in high school. I've been like speculating or looking into it, and I have finally gotten around to do it. You know, it all happened naturally. The opportunity came to me and I jumped at it. So I am so grateful to be making this video here for you guys today. So I'd say about like 3 or 4 days ago, I went to my appointment and I got my eyebrows microbladed. So this is how they look. I've been getting a lot of compliments on them and I've literally been obsessing with them ever since I've got them done. I just can't I just can't believe that like I wake up in the mornings and literally I throw on some lip gloss. It's such a shocker because I look in the mirror and like those random times, you know, when you like go on Snapchat or whatever to check yourself, and I'm just like, I go and I'm just like surprised, like, whoa, like I have brows on, and I love it so much. So since I posted my recent TikTok, I have received tons of questions from you guys, so I kind of just want to go into detail and answer anything for you guys, because I know whenever I started off I had to do all the research on my own. I had to really dig in and figure things out. So I really wanted to make this video here for you guys so you can get all the information you need just in one quick little video, and you can get your eyebrows microbladed, because when I tell you guys it was worth it, definitely it is important. Who you go to is for sure important, but we will get all into that, you know, a little bit later when we answer some questions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and answer these questions. I pulled them from my TikTok and a couple from my Instagram as well. Let's go jump into answering these questions. Okay, so for our first question is, what does that mean? I received a lot of questions, you guys asking like, what is microblading? What are you getting done? What even is the service that you received, right? So basically when you get your eyebrows microbladed, it's kind of like a tattoo. It is a service that lasts from 2 to 3 years. It's permanent makeup that you're putting on your face. So it's something that you will never have to fill in your eyebrows or anything like that again. They go in with this needle and they go in and they make like these little fine hairs, and they make your eyebrows, literally shape them to be perfect, and then you go through like a couple days healing periods and you care for it, and then you're good to go. Like, you just live with your natural eyebrows, you never have to worry about it again. And then you do go in for a couple of touch-ups. I'd say like, I think you can go in like once or twice a year. It's very easy to upkeep and everything, so it's definitely worth adding to your little beauty routine, you guys. I swear, especially if you don't have brows like me, it's super cool to just be able to just have them popped on, and you receive a lot of compliments because, like I said, if you find someone who knows what they're doing, they do go in like with those little tiny hairs and they make it look super realistic, and it's just like, I don't know. And when other girls see it in person, like in person it looks even better, because like girls are just like, girl, like how your eyebrows look so good, because every girl knows what good eyebrows look like, okay? Like especially nowadays, all of our girlies, when we know a good brow when we see one, okay? So when I tell you, like, it's just been confirmed by the girls, y'all. It's just been confirmed by the girls. So that is basically what microblading is. It's basically permanent makeup. So on to question 2. How much is it? I got the amazing opportunity to do a collab with a brow studio, so I did get my service for free in exchange to promote here on my social medias. However, like I said, I've been wanting them done for a long time, even before I started creating videos and doing the things that I do now. So whenever I was looking it up, and I think my cousin was also looking up some as well, the price range is going to be around like $250 to $300 for you to get it done. Now, I think that is around the same price as like a small tattoo. That's the price. I think it is definitely worth it, because like I said, it is a tattoo. It's something you're never gonna have to touch your brows again. You're never gonna have to buy brow products again to do your brows, and they do last from 2 to 3 years. If you get like good brow products like Anastasia, and you use good brow like pencils and stuff, if you put that money in placement of getting your eyebrows microbladed instead, I promise you it'll definitely be worth it. And you also save that time. Like, you're also like paying for extra time in your future, because you would never ever have to wake up again and worry about making sure your eyebrows are perfect on each side, or like if you're gonna have a good brow day or not, because you are for sure gonna have a good brow day every single day. Like, you're paying to have a good brow day every single day. So I feel like it is definitely worth it for sure save your coin and book your appointment. This isn't even an ad, y'all. Like, I've just been literally obsessed with microblading ever since I've got it done. On to question number 3. Where did I get them done at? I actually found a local brow studio here in Houston, Texas. I found them by the name of Dream Brows Houston, Texas, but this is also a name that they go by as well. Actually, what I did to find them, and this is actually a really good tip for you guys as well, is literally go on your Instagram and go into your search bar and search microbladed eyebrows and type in the major city that you have near you. So like again, if you live in Houston, you can look up microblading Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, any big city that's you're nearby. Put that in, because that's what usually even small businesses that who live in like smaller cities, they'll promote themselves under the next biggest city because they want to kind of get out there, whatever. Don't underestimate those small businesses, because small businesses also be really coming through, but also, you know, check your work, make sure that they really are doing what they say they're doing and they're doing a really good job. But you know, if you can, support small businesses. Yeah, so go into that search bar and you're gonna put microbladed eyebrows, your name, and then you're gonna see like all the appointments show up of like different businesses and different people, different girls and stuff who's promoting their eyebrows, promoting like their businesses for your local area near you. And basically you just go by, and I just went by and I either DM them, or make sure you check out their bio and their website and everything first before you just jump in asking questions. You know, a lot of people kind of want you to, they put that information out there for you to check out. So check out their website, check out their prices and everything. It is so important, you guys, to look at their previous history, see what they've done before, and see if they've worked on like brow shapes that's kind of similar to yours, and see if you like the way that they do their work. Now, I cannot stress this enough, because I came across a couple of other brow collabs. I was actually going through and like sending my collab media kit and seeing who wanted to do a collab. A couple people said yes before the person I went to, but the thing is I really just didn't really like exactly how they went about doing their brows. They had like, either it was a little bit too boxy, or I just didn't feel like they would do the best on my brows. Like, if my brows came out like the way the clients that they were posting came out, then I kind of wouldn't be satisfied, if that makes sense. So I was like, just be really picky on who you're picking, you know what I mean? Look at their work and really see if they're shaping the brows how you like your brows to be shaped. See if they are capable of doing what you want done. That is important as well. Also, before you book your appointment, make sure you send them pictures, you know, of your brows and of the brows that you want. You know, have some inspo pics. You guys can use my inspo video if you want here on Instagram. But yeah, you know, send them an inspo video, send them an inspo pic, so they can kind of see like where your head is at, if their skill level can meet your requirements, if that makes sense, because you don't want to be disappointed, especially if you're spending like $250, $300. You're gonna want your quality's worth. I'm gonna tell you that now. If I'm spending that money, I'm getting my quality's worth. So make sure you really dig into their stuff and make sure that they are the right fit for you. On to question number 4, and that is going to be, how bad did they hurt? So I was going to compare this honestly to getting a tattoo, but I've never gotten a tattoo in my life before. So it's like little needles, and honestly, if you've ever like gotten your eyebrows tweezed, or like tweezed your eyebrows itself, it kind of feels like that. But think of it being pressed in a little bit like harder with more pressure, and continuously going, like continuously just pricking at you. I mean, it kind of hurts, but it's not to a point to where like you unbearable pain. Like, if you've gotten a tattoo before, you're gonna easily like breeze through this, I'm pretty sure, because like I said, there was a couple moments where I was kind of like I kind of jolted a little bit, because there's like some sensitive spots, I guess. But and there's some times where it was just too much. Like, she just kept going and going, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it kind of hurts a little bit. But it wasn't too much where I was like, stop, like I can't let you go anymore. It wasn't like nothing to like that, you know what I mean? I think there might have been enough to where there was a little bit of bleeding, I think. Maybe, don't really quote me on that. But like I said, it wasn't really too bad. It was definitely bearable. Every time I go into anything dealing with beauty, I always remind myself that beauty is pain, and I always have to remember that, because I mean, literally beauty is pain with everything you do. I mean, if you get your eyebrows tweezed, if you get your braids done, I mean, getting your braids, you need to get them really nice and tight to get a really nice laid hair, you know what I mean? And that is going to hurt. Wearing those new red bottoms is going to hurt, but they are so cute. So I mean, beauty is literally paying for it in everything that we do. It's a part of being a lady, and it's what makes us tough. So just go through it, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you do it once. You do it once for you to live the lavish for like 2 to 3 years. So that's what I tell myself. It was definitely not unbearable, but it was definitely not a massage. Like, it's not a massage. It's not gonna not feel like anything. Definitely expect something. But, you know, you don't have to go into it with too much anxiety, like, oh my gosh, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt. Don't go into it thinking like that, because honestly, it's not. It's nothing to really trip over. I kind of fell asleep also whenever she was doing it. Like, she was mid-doing it, and I literally was falling asleep, and she was talking to me, and she was like, oh my gosh, are you sleeping? And I was like, yeah. I was like, it kind of feels good. Like, it doesn't feel bad at all. On to question number 5, and this one is less of a question, more of kind of a statement that I wanted to address, and that is that they're just scared of committing. I think that's a lot of like misinterpretation when it comes to getting your eyebrows microbladed, is that it's a lot of work, it's a lot of upkeeping, it's something that you have to commit to, and it is definitely not like that at all, you guys. I'm going to do a little self eyebrow care at the end of this video, and I'm going to show you guys how I care for my microbladed eyebrows, how I cared for it for the next couple of days. And with this care, it's not something that I do or I'm going to end up doing every single day throughout the entire days of my life. So you know what I mean? Like, there's just a little bit of healing care that you do for the next like couple of days whenever you first get your eyebrows microbladed. Again, I will show you guys that process at the end, but you know, after you do that for the first couple of days, and once your eyebrows are nice and healed, you do not have to worry about that process ever again. Oil your brows every now and then, or like, you know, moisturize them like you would normally if you would not normally get like dry eyebrows or whatever. But other than that, there's not really any commitment at all to them. It's not something that you have to upkeep at all. So a commitment, something that's stopping you from wanting to get them done, do not worry about that at all. It's nothing big that you have to worry about. Not like a tattoo or something. Like, I feel like it's harder to upkeep a piercing and a tattoo, even though I never had a tattoo, but I've heard like stories from like my friends and cousins. But it's harder to upkeep that care and piercings after than it is, a lot harder than it is for the eyebrows. Like, when I promise you, as soon as I put that cream on my eyebrows, it soothes it so nice, and it just feels so good. And if you're having commitment issues to it, do not worry. If you can commit a like 2 to 3 days aftercare for your brows, then you will be good to go, I promise you. Because I'm like touching them, or like you can literally go in the water, you can go in the ocean. It's perfect for summer because like your eyebrows aren't going anywhere. Like, I love them so much. I want to talk about my experience after I got my eyebrows microbladed, and then again at the end of the video I'm going to show you guys how I care for my microbladed eyebrows. And yeah, so a little bit on when I left the shop. After I got my eyebrows microbladed, I did have a little bit of a headache. I wasn't sure if that was to do with the microblading getting done, or if it was to do with maybe I was a little bit hungry. I was there for quite a bit of while. It did take a while, you guys. I was laying down on that bed for a good like hour, and good hour or so. It was a while because she did have to shape it first. She sits there and she shapes it and she shows it to you, and she makes sure you like the shape and everything, and if you do, that's when she goes in with the gun. And like I've been saying, you do go in individually with those little hairs, and when they're doing them individually, it's going to take a while, obviously, and she's going through it multiple times. So you know, I was sitting there to where I fell asleep as well. Like I told you guys, I did fall asleep, but I loved the experience. I honestly like implicating in my routine like little girly things, and I loved going there because first of all, they had like these younger girls that were all around my age, and they made me feel just so like refreshed, you know what I mean? Like, they were all super sweet, super nice. I think it's so important to go out every once in a while and communicate with people, and you know, just send off your good energy towards them and like receive their energy. It was really, really nice to just go in there to such a nice, refreshing place. The whole process was super nice and fun. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go back again, I believe a couple months from now, or a month or two from now, to go and get them touched up, and I'm super excited for that appointment. I can't wait because like I said, I like doing girly things. I like going out for appointments and things like that, so I'm happy I have another like beauty thing to kind of implicate into my routine. I think that's going to be super fun to start doing. And once the headache and everything passed though, I was kind of feeling a little bit like, I felt definitely that I had just got my eyebrows microbladed. It was a little bit kind of like stinging. It was definitely sensitive as well, so whenever I'd like move my eyebrows, I could kind of feel like, kind of hurts a little bit, but it was nothing too unbearable, nothing crazy. I drove home and everything. She gave me this little Aftercare kit. Within that kit, it was a baby's body wash and a shea butter cream moisturizer, and she told me to use that on my eyebrows to wash it and to moisturize it. And when I had got home, I think I went out to eat after, and then I did a couple of other things before I had went home. And when I had finally went home, I did some other stuff, and then when I finally got around to my self-care routine, it's been a while, right? It's been a while since I touched my eyebrows, and I'm looking at them and it was a little bit crusty and like stuck, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should have been put this cream on, because she told me, she was like, as soon as you get home, like put this cream on, make sure you make it stay moisturized, whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like stuck or whatever. I took the little Shea moisture cream that she told me to with the Q-tip, and I rubbed it on my eyebrows, and they were nice and smooth again, and it felt really, really good and great. So I was like back to normal, and I was like, yeah, this cream is going to be my best friend throughout this journey for sure. That was the first time and the only time that that's ever happened to me. Like ever since then, I haven't really experienced it getting all like stuck or anything, especially now. Like now I feel like they're almost like completely healed now, to where like I don't even worry about, like, I haven't done my routine. I feel like I'm probably gonna stop doing it here in a little bit, but I kind of enjoy like self-caring for my eyebrows because it's super satisfying, like doing the baby wash and then the Shea moisture cream. It's like so satisfying to do. Like I love it in my routine. So that's a little bit from whenever I left. It was just that that Shea cream, make sure you keep it with you. I don't know if every single microblade person gives you that advice for after, but definitely for your aftercare, a Shea moisture cream. I don't have like the name brand of it, but I do know an alternative would definitely be this Palmer's cocoa butter formula. I absolutely love this, and I think I used it on my eyebrows one time whenever I forgot where I put my cream. I think I left my cream like downstairs, and I was literally just being lazy, and I was in my upstairs restroom and I didn't want to go downstairs to get it, and I remember I had this and she worked just as great. She made my eyebrows just as nice and soft and smooth, and yeah, it heals and softens. It's a cocoa butter, has vitamin E, gives you 48-hour moisture. You will be good to go with this. It's a nice big jar, and you know, obviously this jar is really, really big, so you wouldn't need it for all your eyebrows, so you use it literally for everything, y'all. I use it for like a moisturizer, or a body cream for your lips. They're perfect. It's amazing. So if you don't use it for that, I know this video wasn't really about like self-care and all that, but I just wanted to throw that in there. I love this cream so much. Or it's not even a cream, but it is a cocoa butter, and I love it. I think that actually covers it all. I'm gonna show you guys real quick my microbladed eyebrow care routine, and I'm gonna show you guys, you know, how I wash my eyebrows and what I do for my night routine and everything real quick, and I will meet you guys right back here. So switching scenes real quick to my restroom. This is where I go for my little night routine or whatever. So these are the two containers that the lady had gave me. I'm going to start off with the first one, and this is actually just going to be some baby body wash. It's nice and gentle for your eyebrows. So I'm going to start by wetting my eyebrows first with the other side with just a little bit of water, just so we can get it nice and prepped for the body wash. And then I'm going to go ahead and start scrubbing that in to create my little soap suds and make sure they get nice and clean. Then going in with another clean Q-tip. This one is just going to be with water. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of any excess soap suds and just make sure that whole base is nice and clean and clear of any excess product. Next, I'm going to go in with that shea butter cream and grab a nice dab amount, and then I'm going to go ahead and coat that eyebrow and get it nice and moisturized, and that's going to help our eyebrows feel nice and smooth and really bring the whole routine together. And that is it for our full little quick eyebrow routine. Let's get back to the video. Alright, you guys, and that is going to be it. That is my microbladed eyebrows Q&A. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this new video style. This is my first Q&A here on the channel, so don't forget to leave some love and support here on the channel because it helps me out a whole bunch. Also, check out my other social medias for more beauty content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!